The moment I open up social media and start scrolling for 4 hours, that's when I realize I lost the game. See, when you wake up in the morning, you got a big level of energy and motivation. You can use that time, energy, and effort to build something that is meaningful. For the past 3 weeks, I struggled to choose my priority. I started to scroll on social media and wasted 4, 5, 6 hours a day, and I got no progress in my business and life. So if you want to make progress in your business, career, or you start a side hustle, you want to start make money online, this is what you need to focus on. Protect the very first hours you got in a day. So when you wake up in the morning, spend the first 2 hours to do it. Don't distract yourself, start scrolling on social media just to feel good that you don't take action. I know you're afraid of start. You're afraid of doing the things that is hard. What you need to do instead is face the problem. Embrace boredom, not knowing if you make progress or not. That's the point of the journey. See, if you got no results, but you've done the hard fix, you wake up in the morning, work 2 to 4 hours a day, you might not focus only on one thing. You have 10 different activities in a day. You're trying to maximize your time and energy to do 10 different things in a day. That's not how you make progress. Imagine you got only 2 hours a day to work. Let's say you start make content on social media. You just spend 2 hours. You don't have 10, 12 hours a day to do it. You'll make better content because you have the deadline. You have the urgency that you need to complete this work in 2 hours. You don't have all the time in a day. That's why you make results. You sense the urgency and you never procrastinate because you know if you waste that 2 hours, then you won't make results. So it's simple, just limit the time you get in a day to work. So now you start to work 2 hours a day. You don't have 10, 12 hours to work. That's when you see results. That's when you have the urgency and you never procrastinate. You know that you need to do the work. And I've seen this problem with the people I meet every day when I go to gym, when I go to college. The problem is not that they don't have the time to do it. They just don't have priority in life. They don't want to make improvement in life because it's so scary. You fear of failing. You don't know if this will work in the future. You don't know if you make progress doing this stuff. Stop being a pussy. This is your life. You have full control of your actions. You can wake up every day and start to work on your business, or you can scroll on social media. You choose you want to improve in the next 3-6 months of your life, or you want to be like 99% of people. I know you're better than majority of people because you've watched this video so far. You spend your time and energy to watch this content. You want to do more in life, and that's why you need to focus only on 3 things in your life. So when you wake up, spend the first 1 to 2 hours to work on your business or your career. I'm not saying you spend 2 hours on your 8-hour shift. I'm talking before you commute to your job. You spend the first 1 to 2 hours. Maybe you want to start make content on Instagram or YouTube. Learn about content creation. Learn about video editing, writing, speaking, communication. Now you have the very 2 hours of the day spent to work on something that builds your future. You now have the high leverage skills. You don't rely on your normal job because you know you won't improve by just spending 8 hours a day to do something that you don't want to do, right? So after you done 2 hours of work, then you can go commute to your work, spend 8 hours a day to work on the thing that you don't want to do. You just want to survive, right? And this is crucial. After you go back home, you prepare to go to gym. You lift heavy weights. You want to follow this specific routine to build an aesthetic body because you know if you have great body, you will have great mind. People will respect you more. People will see you that you've been disciplined for years building this physique. You don't need to spend 2 to 3 hours at the gym. Just spend 1 hour to do the workout that builds an aesthetic physique. And then you self-educate yourself. You listen to business podcasts. You start to read about self-improvement, business, or even philosophy. You now have the time to build your mind because if you consume the bullshit, if you consume social media, drama, or politics, whatever, you won't operate at higher level. You will feel these negative thoughts that, yeah, this person is bad and that person is bad. Well, that's not how you improve your life. You consume the bullshit less and you consume better information. You start to read business books. You start to improve yourself and you start to improve your skills. Now you have conviction, you have faith in yourself. When you go out there, when you go to gym, you talk with people, you influence them to do something that is meaningful in their life. And that's how you improve as a person. You no longer scroll for hours on social media thinking you're being productive, but now you spend your time wisely. You do the work that improves your future. And in the next 6 to 12 months, if you do this consistently, I guarantee you'll start make money online. You'll start have better lifestyle. When you wake up in the morning, you have meaningful things to do. You want to start make content. You want to give out lessons, knowledge to other people. You no longer waste your time scrolling on social media doing some bullshit thoughts. You have the urgency to change your life through your work. That's when you optimize your life in a better way, not just doing productive things like all of these people are doing. So it's simple, 1 to 2 hours of work to build your future, 1 hour to build your body, you go to gym, and after that 1 hour you self-educate yourself. If you want to get the full breakdown system, and I never shared this to anyone before, you can book an appointment with me, link in the description below. If you got any problems and you want to have conversation with me, just DM me on Instagram, link in the description below. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.